JD Simo. Been a minute. Down here in the basement, getting ready to take the kiddo and my lovely wife to a movie on a Friday night. But nonetheless, good to see you. Adam and I had a wonderful duo tour with Tab and Anders, and really, really great shows. Some of the most fun I've ever had, really. And got home, and I've been working on this movie that I've been working on for the last couple of months, and we did all the pre-records for it. I'll be able to talk about it relatively soon, I guess, but it's let's just say I've been dancing in the dark. Anyway, it's been really fun working on that with my dear friend Dave Cobb and some new friends as well. And so yeah, had a whole week at RCA here in Nashville, RCAA. I've spent a lot of time in there over the last several years working on stuff with Dave, and that's where we did all the Elvis movie stuff. And last couple of years, Dave has been back in his hometown of Savannah, Georgia. So anytime we've worked on stuff together the last couple of years, I fly down there and work with him there. It's a rarity to work with him in the 615, so it's been great all week. But nonetheless, the big thing coming up next week is starting the tour with Luther Dickinson. The record comes out the week after, or this week. What day is it? I don't even know what day it is. January. September 20th is when the record comes out. Do the Rump. And yeah, we start some tour stuff next week. We're gonna be in the Northeast for a few shows, Connecticut and New York City and Syracuse, and then we're gonna fly down to New Orleans and play two shows just outside of New Orleans. And really looking forward. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And then we got a decent amount of shows, 10 or 12, something like that, next month in October. So get your tickets and come see us. It's going to be a really good time. We just got, actually, right behind here, I've got big stacks of vinyl of the record, and it looks and sounds really good. But yeah, Luther, me, and Adam, we made the record down here, and it's just a good time, man. It's really fun. Luther and I both play bass a little bit, and then most of it is, the lion's share of the material we do is two guitars and drums, and that wasn't necessarily our intent, but it just kind of worked out that way, and it's so fun. So anyway, so yeah, grab some tickets, come see us. I was messing around. I've got a new prototype fuzz from my buddy Dominion up in Canada, and we're still a revision or two away, but I've been using it the last month or so, and it's just great. That's what I was using there on that thing. So it's starved, so I can get it real gated. If I'm trying to do the R&B, the Isaac Hayes thing, which I love. It does that really well. But then when I go full bore on it, it gets more fuzz-facey. So anyway, Dominion, he's my boy. But yeah, just been hanging out with the fam. It was a lot. The sessions were they were long days. But we got pretty much all the pre-record meaning like the stuff that's going to be in the movie. We got all that stuff done, and super fun, man. And like I said, it's been great out with Adam, and there's a whole host of ideas of stuff that we're going to start putting together for next year. And yeah, got a couple of records that I'm producing coming up, and but mostly the fall is about the stuff with Luther. So I hope to see you. It's going to be a really good time, and I'll try and do better to check in every once in a while more. Just been like my wife popped in. I started to film, and she like came in because we're also moving back into our house. The studio has remained in use the whole time, but we've been renovating this is the basement, and we've been renovating the main part of the house. So we're finally moving back into our house this week. So there's way too much work for us to get done. But yeah, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." She came in. I started filming, and she came in like with a bunch of stuff, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know," And I'm like, "I know. I have to like force myself to sit down and do stuff." So anyway, you can all feel that, right? Real people, adult things. I love this guitar so much. My Danicaster. Went to Joe Glazer's this morning, and Nick Druschel did a little bit of TLC on this. It's always just like wearing down the nut and like checking intonation, wearing down saddles, and he did it on that. And then my Kofor that I tuned like a baritone, he did the same thing too. And then just got this bass, this Mustang bass from Fender that Luther and I are going to share for the couple tunes each that we play. Got it foamed up. That's kind of my jam. Love it. Put some labellas on it. So anyway, hope you're good. I'll probably check in with you with Luther when we're out here. Looking real forward. So buy some Tix, pre-save, and pre-order the record. And we'll have records and stuff with us at the show. We've made sure of that. So anyway, won't keep this too long. Hope to see you again soon. Keep it greasy.